My name is Pranav. Today I'm going to give a demo on material management. Shortly call it as MM. This first and the foremost, we need to configure the enterprise structure in material management as well as sales and distribution. Okay. Now, first you need to define the plant. Plant is a place where you convert the raw material into finished product. Okay. In real time we use plant for storage purpose also. Okay. We create manufacturing plant as one and storage plant as one. In storage we don't do any production, like that also we can convert, but that is for logical purpose. Okay. Now let us learn how to define the plant. First you need to come to enterprise structure, definition, then you have to come to logistic general, then define copy delete check plant. You have to click on this, then you have to copy delete check plant, or even what you can do, you don't have to copy, then define plant. Now I'm going to create a new plant. Prior to that I'll check whether it is existed or not. This plant is existed. I'll do one thing. I'll create another plant belongs to same company, code 8137. Okay, the name of the plant, so plant Bangalore. Okay, then country is IN, the factory calendar is 01. Then click on the address or remove this. Now select, okay, plant Bangalore, okay, country IN, then click on save, enter, then click on save. Now we will see what is the next we need to configure. Yeah, we need to configure the storage location. Okay, now so click on back button, okay, close this window, then material management, maintain storage location is here. The storage location always goes with the plant. Okay, you have to give the plant 8137 is a plant. Okay, click on new entries, storage location 01 for raw materials, then storage location 02 for semi finished materials, then 03 for finished materials. Like this you can create the different storage locations. Okay, then click on save. If you want to maintain the storage location address also, you can maintain. Double click on, select the storage location, double click on address and storage locations, click on new entries, give 01, then you can maintain where exactly it is. So plant Bangalore, this is ground floor. Okay, and this is how you can maintain the address of the storage location. Okay, then click on back button. Okay, next we'll see what we need to do. This is over. Next is purchase organization. What do you mean by purchase organization? A purchase organization is an organization within the organization where they are responsible for making the purchase of day-to-day raw materials, or which is required for manufacturing. Any other material also the purchase organization is responsible. Okay, now click on maintain purchase organization. Okay, now click on position 8136. Yeah, 8136 is already there, so we will maintain the same thing. If you want one more, you can create. Okay, so 8137 packing material. So generally they'll have only one purchase organization, but there is no hard and fast rule you should have only one purchase organization. You can have n number of purchase organization. It depends on the client requirements. Okay. Next is assign plant to company code. Okay, you need to assign plant to the company code. Then you have to come to assignment here. Okay, logistics general, then assign plant to company code. Click on new entries 8136 and the plant is 8137. Okay, now click on save. A company code can have multiple plants. Okay, I'll show you. Plant 8136. I have already created one more plant. So I'll scroll down little. See, company code 8136 8136. It has got two plants, 8136 and 8137. Okay, now assignment is over. Assign purchase organization to the plant. Okay, now next is assign, scroll down little, then come to material management, assign purchase organization to plant. Okay, then click on new entries 8137. So plant is 8137. Okay, the same 8137 I can assign to 8136 plant. Okay, say I have two purchase organization, one 8137 and 8137. Okay, and 8136 also I have, so 8136. Okay, so the plant I'm going to assign is 8137. Okay, uh, what I'm trying to show you is you can assign purchase organization to many plants. Okay, that's what I mean to say. Okay, click on save. Now next is now purchasing groups. So purchasing group is OME4. I'll come to slash n OME4. I'll 813. This is just one key and description. I already created 813. Okay, now there's nothing much in this. Then define material group. What do you mean by material group? Suppose you have a different raw materials. Say, for example, raw material packing, raw material goods itself, and some other accessories for raw materials, so on and so forth. You can keep on creating the groups. Say, for example, when you take example of paddy. In paddy, you have different groups. Say Sona Masuri is there, BT is there, then Basmati is there. So these kind of groups you can create so that you will come to know under one group how many raw materials or finished materials will be there. So that is the purpose of creating the material groups. This happens in OMSF. Okay, OMSF. So I'll do one thing. I'll create 8136. This is raw material group GRP. Okay. 81. I don't have so much space. Then 8137. This is raw material packing. Okay. So I have created two groups. Next, next is you have to maintain the materials management for a company code. See, if you enable this OMSY is very important. If you don't enter your company code in OMSY transaction, your material management will not be enabled. Okay, please remember you have to do OMSY. Click on position 8136. Okay. Remember, always you have to give the current month. Okay, suppose your financial year starts from April. Okay, what you have to do is April is 1st, May is 2nd, June is 3rd, July is 4th. So you have to enter the fourth month here. Always you have to enter the current month. Okay. Suppose your financial year is from January to December, you have to count what is the current month and enter the period accordingly. This is what we call OMSY. Next is integration with finance model. So you have to define the valuation area. Okay, what is a valuation area? I will be explaining you in detail when I'm going to take up integration with FI with MM. Okay. uh, I'll come to slash and OMWD. Click on position. Valuation area is nothing but your plant. Okay. Now 8136 is already there. Then 8137 0001. Okay. Click on save. Next is this we have done. Next is attributes of material. What do you mean by attributes of material? Say whenever you purchase a raw material, the quantity of the stock will be increased. Whenever you issue the raw material to the production, quantity of the stock is decreased. That's what you are going to define in this transaction. Okay. Now, so attributes of material OMS2, OMS2. Now select ROH. ROH stands for raw material. Okay. Now select this quantity value updating. Okay. Click on position 8137. So quantity updating, value updating you have to do. Okay. Now 8136. Okay. Now you have to enable pipeline and pipeline mandatory, pipeline allowed. This will be pipeline material management. When I take a pipeline material management, I am going to explain detail what is the significance of this. So click on save. Now we'll see the next what we need to do. Next is it's very important. You have to create a raw material account. Say whenever you purchase a raw material, the stock will increase. See, whenever you do the goods receipt, okay, stock account will get debited. GRIR means goods receipt and invoice receipt. It is a provisional account. Okay, that account will get credited. Let us see how to create this raw material accounts. Okay, FS00. Make sure you enter your company code, then BD4. Now the GL account number is 200 800. What I'll do is I'll remove this 200 800. Okay, click on create. Already been in company code. Okay, click on edit. Okay, click on control data. Okay, so stock in hand is a balance sheet item. It is a raw material account. Okay, control data, balance in local currency. Line item, you have to enable the line item display sort key. Then you have to the field status group is G006 because it is a material accounts. You have to enable post automatically. What do you mean by post automatically? If you enable this checkbox, the SAP will determine the which ledger needs to be get posted. You cannot do the posting manually or directly to these accounts. Okay, this is how you can create. Next is you can create a provision account, GRIR provision account, 1,04,000. I'll do one thing, 4,000. It is already been created. Okay, balance sheet item, GRIR account. Okay, control data. See, please make sure for GRIR account, open item management has to be enabled and line item display. This is according to the purchase order, and make sure G045. The field status group is G045. So I'll not do anything here. Next is now we'll be viewing the following screen. Next is integration slash n OBYC. So double click on inventory posting, that is BSX. Okay, click the chart of accounts. Okay, now the raw material, the valuation class is 3000. Okay, for that 200 800 you have to give a link which we have created. Just now I shown you how you need to create that. Okay, now after BSX, so you have to come to WRX, where you have to give the link to GRIR account. Please scroll down, come to WRX. Okay, now I already done this. Okay, 3000 is a valuation class for raw material, both debit and credit I have already configured. You have to do in the similar way. Okay, now the next is tolerance limits. The tolerance limits for price variance means what? Suppose he might have vendor might have quoted for 10 rupees. By the time he delivers a material, it might be increased. To what extent we can tolerate? That's what we call the tolerance, price variance. Okay. Now I'll do one thing. Back, back, back. Slash n ASPRO. Okay, reference IMG. Okay. I'll come to material management, purchasing. You will find purchasing here, then purchase order. Just a minute, it's getting opened. Then purchase order. Okay, you will find purchase order. Set tolerance limits for price variance. Set tolerance limits for price variance. Okay, now the C8136 is not there. Okay, what we'll do is we'll follow this. What we can do is, instead of this, we can just copy it from company code 1000. You know, company code 1000 and 0001 will be existed in almost all SAP installations. Okay, then 8136, just to copy it. Okay, then change your company code and click on save. Okay, this is how we can do. Then moving average price variance, this happens in OMR6 slash in OMR6. Okay, now again position 1000. Just a minute, I'll see the key. What is the key? That is very important. That is VP. Okay, you make sure you have to select the proper keys. Okay, then click on copy, just enter 8136, then click on save. In implementation, you have to ask your client and explain to the client what do you mean by all these kind of variances, and make him understand. Then you have to go for the configuration. I mean, this and all will take place in steer committee meeting. Okay, make sure you first of all you have to gather the requirements properly. It takes time in real time. Okay, then you have to segregate, properly. Then you have to map it, what is there in SAP, what is not there in SAP, and do you have to go for ABAP development. So many things will come into picture. All those things you have to take care. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll go to T code SM30. Okay, now I'll see which table it is. Okay, T169P. So the table is T169P. Okay, click on maintain. I'll do one thing, I'll select 0001, copy, then I'll create my company code. This means this is already there. Okay, click on position 8136. Okay, this is already there. Okay, now this is how you can uh, create the enterprise structure. uh, it may look very easy here when I'm giving a demo, but in real time it will take a lot of efforts to create an enterprise structure, and you have to know in detail the whole functionality of material management, how they procure, from where they procure, and which on the plant they store it. There are so many things in real-time enterprise structure. It is not so easy how we are doing it here. Okay. Thank you for listening and viewing to my demo. In case you require real-time implementation experience, please contact me. My country code is 91 and my mobile number is 8123 999977. I repeat, 8123 999977, or you can reach me through mail. My mail ID is sappranu@gmail.com. sappranu@gmail.com. Thank you.